Is there any other question?
Do people who reach enlightenment through the path of meditation less loving than the people who reach enlightenment through the path of love?
You cannot reach to truth through any path or any method. Truth is already here and now. These paths can do only one thing, that will help you to know that the ego is a lie, ego is an illusion. It is a shadow. It has no reality of its own. It's like you are cycling and then the cycle goes further. If you stop cycling, the cycle will fall down. So ego is like that. You created by being identified with your body-mind mechanism. You think I am this body. You think I am this mind. You think that I am the knowledge. Whatever information I have gathered, I am that. The moment consciousness is identified with anything which it has come to know, that will create impurity. It is not that the consciousness becomes impure. It cannot become impure. But because you are identified with those things, you are not in your pure state of consciousness. It is like the dust has gathered over the mirror, or mirror is reflecting something. When the mirror is reflecting something, the mirror can have the illusion that it is that thing. But whatever appears in the mirror is not its natural and permanent state. It cannot remain forever and ever. The real nature of mirror is its mirroring capacity. So what was your question? Okay. So there is a difference, because the path of meditation is more, it is for the male type more. It's not that all those who are female, they are all female type. It is based on watching and witnessing your thoughts, your mind. And the path of love is, it's a jump. It's like jumping immediately from a 100-story building, where you are not doing anything gradually. You have just surrendered yourself. It's of the feeling. Those who are of the feeling type, for them this path is. Those who are of the right brain type more. It's not just the brain, because brain is the very word brain is like, it's a dry thing. That's why we use the word heart. So those who are feeling type, those who can love someone naturally, and for those, love is the very center of their life. And that is also a meditation for them. When you are in love, real love, then you become love, and the division drops. And the other side of love, if you have reached through that path, the other side of that coin is that love is being conscious. If you are conscious, then you will be loving also. Then you will become conscious also. But this is the difference of individuality. Those who are loving type, they will be expressing it more through their emotion. They may be hugging, they may be being like God, like what Ramakrishna said, Jeev Seva, Shiv Seva. That means if you are serving any living being, then you are serving the God. That is the only way to serve God, by serving human being. So it is dependent on what is your inner nature, what is your type. If your type is that of a lover, then that will suit you. But still, meditation is for everyone, because otherwise we are all spoiled, we are all corrupted by our education. So our brain is already very much programmed. So we are not in a pure state of love. There is no education in the world which is taking you to your heart, which is making you more sensitive, more loving, which is making you friendly, which is teaching you reverence for the life. So all our education is it is like a sword, it cuts things. They are only teaching you logic and mathematics. So that will make you a brute. So for that kind of person who is already conditioned and programmed and corrupted and destroyed, meditation should be the beginning of the journey. And once love, the spring of love can come out, all the blockage you have already removed, all those stones which was hindering it, you have removed, then there is no need, you will know what is your path. But they look opposite, but they are not so opposite. But for any modern man, meditation is absolutely necessary. Your path may be love also, but that will be revealed later on when all the clouds are removed. Otherwise, everywhere in your family, everywhere the way they are influencing you in the society, with your friends, in schools and colleges, they're just making you into a demon, educated demon. You will see people discussing on TV channels that those who are terrorists, they are uneducated. It is because they are not educated. That's why they are doing wrong things. But mostly all those leaders of terrorists, they are highly educated. So education, the kind of education that is given, helping you to become more loving, more sensitive, will make you more cunning and more clever. So this education is good for science, good for mathematics. But even a scientist without a heart will become sooner or later into brute. Because if you don't feel that this whole life is vibrating with life, it is not a dead world. Even the earth is a living being. Everything which is in this earth, all the trees, all the plants, all the animals, they are alive. And they have all the right to exist. Only you are not here to exploit them. What is written in Abrahamic religious book, that everything I have created for you to eat and to consume. Even women, according to Islam, and also I think according to Christianity and Judaism, it's just a piece of flesh to be used and then to be thrown. Very word aurat means vagina. Aurat is the word for Arabic or Urdu word for female. And this what they give when the Islamic marriage happens, they give, this is called meher, so that is that meher, that the money that is given is that because you have to use her body, so you have to pay something. This is not respect for life. This is not reverence. But even if our so-called religious prophets and leaders are like blind people, I don't know whether it was given by Muhammad or later on they added it. So I cannot say it clearly how it happened. But this is human nature, that if it is not going up, then it will go down. And it is very easy to fall down. Jack fell down and Jill came tumbling after. It is easy to tumble. So one has to be very alert what your family is doing to you, what your friends are doing to you. That's why bad company is worse than having no company. Because everyone is influencing you. That's why those people who were in search of truth, in the past they always used to escape to mountains, to jungle, because it was free from the human influence. Truth can be realized in your home, that there is no place better than your home, but only when you are not influenced by the society. At present, you are in darkness, and they are helping you to go more and more in darkness. And everyone, why people are afraid of meditation? Why they don't want to go in? Because the first condition is that you have to disappear. You have to become a nobody, a nothingness. You cannot remain a drop, and at the same time you want to be an ocean. If you want to be an ocean, you will have to disappear as a drop. If you want to be free, the first thing is that you have to sacrifice your personality. And we are so identified with the personality. Since this personality is given to us by the society, and we don't want to give it up. We will rather like to be in the prison, because then we have a certain personality, than to be free. Because if you want to be free, first thing is that you have to give up your personality. But we are so much identified, we have an investment in it, a vested interest. This personality is our ego. We are so beautiful, we are so learned, we are so knowledgeable. I am a professor, I am a principal, I am an engineer, I am a scientist. So whenever the I is identified with anything else, the I becomes corrupted. Your real I is your consciousness. Whatever you know as I is corruption in the consciousness. That's why we are again and again born as recycled ego. You die here, and because you are identified with your desire, you feel that you are this, all these desires. And these desire has to be born again and again. It's like the seed for the new birth. Once you are aware, once you know your consciousness, you will know that the same consciousness is in every being. That is the only service, that is the only real help to the world. Then you cannot harm anything. This world is like the human body. If any organ in the body suffers, all other organs will be affected sooner or later. In the same way, if some evil is happening somewhere, it will reach to you sooner or later. So, if you want to get rid of this evil, and if you want to serve the world, first thing is is that you will have to serve yourself. You have to remove your inner darkness. When we say that the Christ suffered for the sins of all humanity, all the enlightened people suffer because you have created a ignorant world for you. They try to make path clear for you, and in that you will be a hindrance. You will become inimical to them. You will offer them poison. So all the Christ have to suffer for the sins of humanity. The only sin is that you don't know who you are. That is because the very word sin comes from a root that means forgetfulness of oneself. I was listening to Osho in the morning, and he began the discourse by a joke that there was some advertisement in some church for a cleaner, for the job of the cleaner. So someone came, he was from some other sect of Christianity. So because no one had applied for the job, so he was given the job. So after 6 months, the Mother Superior said to him that we are satisfied with your work, you are doing well, but you should stop doing 3 things. And I feel that you are a conscientious man, so stop it. Don't wash your hand in the holy water, your hand and feet in the holy water. And stop hanging your clothes on the cross. And never call me Mrs. Shapiro, call me Mother Superior. So when you are unconscious, you will be doing all those things. Unknowingly, you don't even know what you are doing. You may be thinking you are helping the world, but you are doing all the things which will be harming the world. You will be creating all kind of chaos and confusion and nuisance. Is it clear?
Yes, very clear, Swami, very clear.
That's why I tell you, see your parents as they are. I'm not against them, but if you don't know what they are, then they have entered within you. So they will remain inside you. If you are not alert about them, what they are outside is no longer so important anymore. That's why Buddha said, if you want to come to me, kill your parents. That is killing them inside you, killing them psychologically. You are identified with them in your mind. You think they are great people. They have done good things. But they have not done anything. It is all unconscious. And the real, why any parent does anything is all for selfish end. They know they will die. So they have to give birth to someone. There is nothing like we are so much told that mother loves so much the child. It is so pure, the love. How can it be so pure? When she doesn't know even herself who she is. Any woman who is just, if a woman is a prostitute and she becomes a mother, so she will become a very great parent. Whatever you are, you can only give that to your child. If you are full of jealousy, hatred, ego, full of envy, full of lust, full of desire for money, full of miserliness, then what you will transfer to your child? All these talks are bullshit and rubbish that parents are so kind to us. They give birth because they feel their inner emptiness. Children are for them twice. Otherwise, if you see the whole world, what kind of horrible creature parents, father and mothers have created. If you cannot even take care of one child, then why you give birth to dozens? What kind of love is this? But then in the past, because if you are giving birth to 10, 8 or 9 will die. So you have to go on giving more birth. But for whom? For the child or for yourself? You want someone to remain, someone to take hold of your earning, your whatever you have collected in your whole life, all your bank balance. Otherwise, it will go to someone else. You desire a carbon copy of yourself. That is an ego fulfillment. So anything that is coming out of ego is coming out of darkness, is only going to create hell for everyone. So this is a great lie that mother's love is very pure. How can it be? It is better than others. Because for 9 months the child is in her womb, so she feels like child is her part. But now even that is not happening because no one is giving any natural birth. No one tried to suffer birth pang. So everywhere it is operated. It is not at all needed. If you are ready to suffer that birth pang, then all the birth is going to be natural. But doctors have created this hypnosis. Now out of fear, all the mother, they have become so afraid. So they have to be operated. No mother is ready to give her own milk to the child because their breast will be destroyed. And now this is a new fashion that they will collect the milk in the morning through certain mechanism and keep it in the fridge. So some nurse or someone else will give it to the child because she has to go to office or do some job somewhere. Then why you are giving birth? So if you are not giving them attention, if you are not genuinely available for them, you will create a son like Aryan Khan. You cannot blame Aryan for what he is. Now he is a drug addict. He cannot remain without drug. But who has created a drug addict? If you see the history of his father, many people say, I don't know whether it must be true that he also went to jail once because once he has not so much money. So he was selling kerosene while in black market. So he was sent to jail. He had done so many things. Publicly also. Definitely he must be taking drug. But there is one stadium, Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. There after drinking, he started abusing and maybe slapped some police people. Then he was banned for his whole life to enter there. And now again he is encountering another Wankhede, the NCB officer, Samir Wankhede. So life goes on moving in circle. Whatever you sow, you will have to reap. He said himself that whatever I was not able to do, I'll create all the facilities so that my son can have it from the very beginning when he will be he will be 3-year age. He can have sex, he can have drug, he can smoke, he can do whatever he wants, he can sleep with as many women. So you are yourself sowing the seed of the destruction of your son. So what you can expect? His mother is also a drug addict. She was also caught in Germany. No one in the media says that these are the people who are responsible. Now they're saying that the prince has come back. What kind of prince is he? Neither his father is a king. But because he pays monies to all these media people, so they have to tell that he is a king. He is not even a good actor. There are so many far more talented. But these people, because of their muscle power and their aggressiveness and their cruelty, they are big bosses of Bollywood, which should be called instead drug wood or dirty wood, because it is a den for prostitution and child abusers and drug addiction. And they are destroying the whole youth of this country. And we think they are some kind of ideal people. The same must be the story of the Hollywood actors also. As I have started seeing them more and more, I feel that they are the most artificial people. If you are treating them as your idol, you will also be in ditch full of shit. How can they be an idol or someone to be followed? They are living the most unconscious life possible, very near to animals. Even animals are far better. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, very clear, Swami, very clear. Huh?
If you're taking so much time in taking shower, later on you will know that you were just decorating a dead body. If you are very alert and you are present, 10-minute shower will give you more satisfaction than 30 minutes. Because if you have taken a long shower, then you feel fresh, but also your energy becomes less. It's depleted. Because the body has a natural heat. And when you are putting water for so long, then it becomes cool. So then it needs more energy to make it again to normal heated state. And then when you take a very long shower, then you will feel so relaxed. Your brain is just totally relaxed. It will want to sleep. So those who have to do work, they take 2-minute shower. So one bath, 20 minutes a day is enough, more than enough. We are not here just to go on taking bath. If you go out, then it's all right. Otherwise, you can just splash some water on the face, put some water on your hair. But it has become your conditioning now. You have to go on changing quickly, more quickly, because life is also going away. You have to know that you should not live in this illusion that you are going to be here forever. At the maximum, if nothing happens in between 30, 40 years more. So you have to get more and more disidentified with your body, mind. Otherwise, you will remain in a bondage. You will remain like a pashu, one who is tied with the rope. Your identification with the body makes you into an animal, a pashu. The more identified you are, the more egoistic you will be. The more distance you go from your natural self, the more there is nourishment for the ego. If you are in your very nature, then there is no need for any ego. That's why we are so much interested in ego. Because if you are doing something stupid, you are standing on your head, if you try to walk on your head instead of your feet, that will make you more famous. That will make you popular. Because nothing natural is accepted in this world. The more you go against the nature, the more you are respected and rewarded and awarded. So that's why, because we seek attention of other people. We want to be favorite of our family, of the society, of the world. Then we go on doing all kind of idiotic things. Because as you are growing more and more older, your energy will become less and less. You have already taken so much shower. So now you have to be more alert. Take a shorter shower and be more alert. Be more present while you are taking shower.
Okay, Swami.
Live a more awake life, more alert life. There are so many things one can do. There are so many things you can create. At present, you have some energy. After some time, there will be no energy. Then you will be just like your mother. You just watch your mother, what she does. You will be also doing the same kind of thing. All day watching television and eating potatoes, chips, or whatever she likes. What she eats more.
She eats everything. She eats everything. Rice, noodle.
More non-vegetarian.
Non-vegetarian mostly.
That makes people more brutish.
It makes people more
Brutish,
brutish. What is brutish?
like a brute. That makes them more cruel. That will help them to be more aggressive in the world. That's why people do such things. If you are ambitious, if you are very cruel, then you don't have any sensitivity. You can kill anyone for your own vested interest. You can make your palace over dead bodies of people. And if you see what these kings and queens have done, what these so-called great Alexander the Great, Akbar the Great have done, I don't know why these people must be also sick and diseased who call them great. But killing millions of people, you become great. Then you are giving incentive to people. You are encouraging others also to do the same thing. Why you condemn Hitler? Because he didn't belong to your camp, so he is wrong. He was also thinking that he is doing right things. If you are just a blind believer of whatever the world says, that Mother Teresa is very great, Gandhi is very great, then you don't have your own eyes. A tree is known by its fruit, what has happened, what is the after effect of what they have done. And both of them have revealed themselves so clearly. Especially Mother Teresa. I have to do a little bit more research on Gandhi. But whatever his action, it looked like very insane. But maybe his intention was good. He wanted these Muslims to mingle and become like part of this country. Just by your desire, nothing is going to happen. They are not interested. You are trying to bring whale out of sand. That is not going to happen. So things are clear now?
Yes, clear, Swami.